guys, welcome to another episode of My Hero, My Life. Today, I'm super excited because I'm not alone. Today, we have Lemillion Nation with us. Say what's up, Lemillion Nation.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Lemillion Nation is joining us because we're talking about something super cool, and you know it because you probably already read the title. We are talking about what if the zombie apocalypse happened in My Hero Academia. With that being said, let's do this. So, Lemillion Nation, I want to start off with a question, and this is what I got. How do you think the zombie virus started?
Alright, so how I think the zombie virus actually started is due to a quirk mutation, like from either Dr. Garaki or some other evil doctor who is experimenting on persons' dead bodies. He would actually be the main cause of the mutation. Like, I believe that there would be some villain who would actually have, or a random person who would have a certain quirk factor that could actually mutate persons or living objects, living things in essence, really. Like, if it could actually mutate living things or viruses, basically, then it could actually transform humans once it's actually activated,
Yeah.
activated to a different level.
Yeah, that makes sense. I actually once saw that there was an OVA or a special or whatever you want to call it, where there was actually a person with a quirk that turned people into zombies. It's really unique, and if you haven't seen it or anyone that's watching this hasn't seen it, go find it. It's just a quick little like 30-minute thing, but it's really cool for what it is. But I'm kind of want to take a completely different approach than what they did in that story, and like a traditional zombie apocalypse story, just like you were saying a mutated quirk. I like the idea that there was some sort of evil doctor, someone behind the scenes that created something that caused this. And I imagine like Overhaul, he was trying to create a special serum or a special bullet, as we saw, that takes quirks away. And I imagine that someone was trying to do an experiment to try to figure out how can we quote unquote cure quirks. And by trying to cure these quirks, they actually created a virus, and this virus became the zombie apocalypse that spread throughout the world of My Hero Academia.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's just what I was thinking. Now, I got another question. How would you define zombies in this world for My Hero Academia? Like, would they just be the normal zombies you typically think of, where they just bite someone and then they become a zombie? Or is there a lot more to it than that?
Well, I'd like to think that when they would actually have their quirk factor actually transferred to someone else, and how that would happen is by actually transference of blood or fluid within an open wound, and it has to be a specific amount of it. So if someone really does get a bite and like all of their saliva pours into that wound or most of their saliva, that person would actually be turned into a zombie. Like, it couldn't really be a normal touch or anything like that, because I think that, like, since there's so many zombies, they'll be walking all about and touching different surfaces and so on. So that virus could actually probably stay airborne. Probably it could actually be like on different surfaces, and once you touch that, you'd have stand a chance of getting it. So I'd like to think that they would actually bite and inject a certain amount of their fluid inside a person, and then that's how you would get it. So these zombies wouldn't be like mainstream like that. I don't think that probably they could use their quirks as well too, the quirks that they would have in life. Yeah, I think that they should be able to use their quirks to a certain extent, like probably 50% of it. They're not really thinking as they would normally think, so they would use their quirk, yeah, but it would be to a lesser extent, because I believe that later on that would be useful later on.
Wow, man, that would be scary. Imagine that, a Shigaraki zombie. Imagine an Endeavor zombie. Imagine a Todoroki zombie, an Eraserhead zombie, where they literally have the quirk, but they also have this just unending hunger to eat people. That sounds crazy.
Yeah, man, I think it could actually work out. If they could actually get that animated, that would actually be an interesting series I believe everyone would love.
Got another question for you. Who do you think in Class 1A would survive?
Alright, who I think would actually survive in Class 1A is anybody who could use long range attacks. And definitely I believe that Momo would definitely survive as well because she has that creation quirk. Anything that she can think of, she would just use her body fat and actually just create. She would be critical later on down. But who else would survive is like Todoroki, he would survive, and I want to kind of move away from the main characters really surviving like that. So I'm not going to say that Deku will survive. Let's say that he would be using One for All and so on, but he would actually be like a mid range to a close range fighter. So when he touches them, he wouldn't survive. But anybody else who could actually use long range attacks like Bakugo, he would survive. Tenya Ida, he would survive as well because he wouldn't need to fight directly. Like what he could do is actually just run away. Like he wouldn't necessarily need to fight, he would run away. Those who wouldn't be on the front lines like that to actually fight, most of those persons would actually survive. Frappy could survive as well. Like she has the features of a frog, she could always go underwater, swim fast, use her tongue to extend and then like reach on branches or anywhere else that she would need to reach. Quickly leap long distances. Anyone with special abilities that would allow them to really fight from a distance or actually escape without fighting would be ideal.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I kind of think the same thing that, I don't like to picture the main characters like Deku or Bakugo or Todoroki. I like to imagine that there's a story about side characters like Hagakure, like Meso Shoji, characters like that have yet to get the spotlight, and this is all about them. They're deep within the city, and of course there's zombies everywhere, and they're trying to survive in the midst of this crazy zombie apocalypse. And you could take that however you want. You could say that maybe Deku and Bakugo already got eaten. Maybe they already are zombies. I don't know, but I just like to really picture and focus on the side characters. We always, or it's very easy for people to really be focused on the main characters, where I just feel like it'd be a lot more fun if the start of the zombie apocalypse, Deku got bit, All Might got bit, Eraserhead got bit, Bakugo got bit, Todoroki got bit, all these different main favorite characters got bit, and then there's just a few of these sideline characters that are just trying to survive. They've watched in horror as all their classmates and all of their favorite heroes have gotten bit, and now unfortunately the zombies are everywhere and they're trying to deal with it. Well, hey, thank you so much, Lemillion Nation, for joining us. Man, you had some great stuff to add to this conversation. I really appreciate your time for being here with us. Guys, make sure you go check out Lemillion Nation's channel. I'm going to have a little thing right up here on the top of the video, or you can go down in the description below and check him out there. Make sure you go check him out, subscribe, watch his content. I know he's been pumping out lots of really good stuff, so you definitely don't want to miss that. And guys, thanks again for watching. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. And hey guys, why don't you check us out on Twitter and Discord? There are links for that down in the description. With that being said, we will see you guys next time.